Mike, 1, 2, radio check. Kumusta naman sa ating mga kabrobo dyan? And another day, another stream. Check ko muna yung audio ko, guys. We sound good. Ito nga, guys, we gonna tap into this understanding. Pakikinggan natin to. Sabi dito nga, guys, seven dark rule to earn respect without saying a word. Diba? Teka, mukhang kakaiba to, guys, Salud-salud sa ating mga kabrobo dyan. Magandang umagahan na po na kung saan man kayong sulok ng mundo. Eh, uh, make sure you guys hit that like button. Yun, pin natin tong pin the message. Pakikinggan nga natin 'to, pero tingnan natin yung audio nung natin yung, pa-play natin. Kaya, salute sa ating mga kabrobo diyan, tingnan ko muna, guys.
Reach out to anyone, but the moment your eyes scan the people sitting in that room, everything suddenly goes silent. A cold chill runs down their spines. People who were laughing just seconds ago suddenly sit up straight. Have you ever wondered why some people have the ability to change the atmosphere of an entire room the moment they walk in? An invisible power that doesn't require a gun, screaming, or physical strength. A power that makes people respect you without you even touching them, threatening them, or saying a word. History is the greatest proof of this. There have been people throughout history who could smile and make powerful empires collapse like houses of cards. And when they remained silent, entire nations trembled. But here's the real question. Is this mysterious power something only kings and dictators are born with?
Empower your students to be more authentic,
Ayun,
impactful writers with
napakagandang
Grammarly's
question yun, guys,
comprehensive AI.
Or is it a deep
Napakagandang tanong na yun. Ulit nga natin yung tanong na yun. Ano kaya pagkakasabi sa tanong? Sorry, guys,
only kings and dictators are born with? Power, something only. Here's the real question. Is this mysterious power something only kings and dictators are born?
Napakaganda ng tanong na yun, guys. Is the power only for kings and dictator only? Is a normal person can be able to attain this type of understanding? Kamusta kayo dyan guys,
With? Or is it a deeper, darker secret that has been hidden from you and me for centuries? About 500 years ago, an ambitious Italian thinker named Niccolò Machiavelli wrote a dangerous book that would influence some of history's most ruthless rulers. Machiavelli believed that the world wasn't simply controlled by love or humanity, it was controlled by a certain kind of power, strategy, and dominance. If you're tired of being just another face in the crowd, if people look right through you, if your words no longer carry weight at work, at home, or in society, then stop right here. Because today's video could become a turning point in your life. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 darkest and most powerful rules associated with Machiavelli that can help.
Pakikinggan natin, guys, himay natin yon titingnan natin kung ano ba talaga itong amazing 7 dark rule to earn respect. Teka, talagang napakatindi nun, guys. Salud-salud sa ating mga kabrobo dyan magandang umagahan na po kung saan man po kayong sulok ng mundo dyan. How are you guys? Ito, pakinggan po natin to, guys.
You develop such a commanding presence and unshakable energy that people won't just notice you. They'll respect your decisions. But wait, before we go any further, there's one important warning you need to hear. At the very end of this video, there's a master secret without which all 7 of these rules can become completely useless. If you miss that final secret, you could spend your entire life trying to please other people and living according to their approval. So if you truly have the courage to change your destiny, stay with me until the very end.
Ano kaya guys yung 7 darkest secret na to? Salud sa ating mga kabrobo dyan ha.
Introduction.
At
The illusion of
papakinggan natin
power.
to. At
Before we understand
iintindihin natin ang mga sasabihin. At man, this stuff is heavy. We appreciate sa mga nag-stop by dyan. At sa mga mag-i-stop by dyan. Ito nga pala po si Steven Salapare, aka Boji 2.2. Kumusta po kayo dyan? Happy Sunday nga pala po sa inyo dyan.
Machiavelli's 7 dangerous rules, there's one basic question we need to answer. What exactly is this aura? Is it magic? Is it some kind of glow on your face? Is it an invisible light floating around you? Absolutely not. Your aura is the hidden psychological power that creates an impression of confidence, authority, dignity, and respect without you having to say a word. It's the mental signal that makes people think messing with this person could be a serious mistake. But think about this honestly. Why don't people respect you today? Why do people talk to you for 2 minutes at a party, wedding, or meeting and then completely forget about you? Why do you sometimes feel like you're living in this world like nothing more than a shadow? The answer is simple, bitter, and painful, because your aura has become weak. You're like an empty container that makes a lot of noise, but
You know. Paano and how to enhance your aura? But everything is always within. Lahat po yan ay nasa loob. The only thing we have to do is contemplate within the temple. Recognize that you are connected to the higher source. And lahat po yan guys, pati yung aura mo will speak for you before you even walk into the room. Salot sa ating mga kabrabo dyan. Napakinggan to natin guys.
has no real weight inside. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote a controversial idea in his famous book, The Prince. The basic argument was that a wise ruler should create such a powerful impression that whether people love him or not, they should never forget his authority. Because love can turn into hatred when self-interest disappears. Fear, on the other hand, can create obedience and discipline. Now let me tell you a historical story that will send chills down your spine. It was 1502. Cesare Borgia, one of Italy's most ruthless and strategic commanders, arrived to take control of a rebellious city. A rebellion was spreading throughout the city. To crush it, Borgia sent his most brutal governor, Ramiro de Orco. The moment Ramiro entered the city, he unleashed terror. He brutally punished the rebels, carried out horrific executions, and eventually restored order through fear. But when the people began to hate Ramiro more than ever, and tensions started rising again, Cesare Borgia did something nobody expected. One morning, the people woke up to find Ramiro de Orco's body lying in the center of the city's main square. His body had been cut in two. Beside it was a wooden board and a large blood-stained knife. The horrifying scene left the entire city speechless. Borgia didn't give a speech. He didn't explain himself. He didn't offer a single excuse. But that one silent and terrifying act created an unforgettable impression. Everyone understood the message. If this man could destroy his own loyal governor after his usefulness was over, imagine what he could do to his enemies. That is the dark power of presence. In today's world of 15-second reels and endless distractions, a powerful aura can become one of your greatest advantages. And here's the best part. Aura isn't something you have to be born with. You build it, you shape it, and by applying these principles, you can develop a presence that feels as strong as iron and as sharp as a blade. So let's begin with the 7 most powerful rules that can completely transform the way people see you.
You know, talagang, even sa aura mga ka-bro, ha, 7 rule. So kaya titingnan natin, panonoorin 'to natin guys, hihimayin natin na ano ba guys talaga itong secret, hidden rule na talagang para makita, matapin ang, at ma-enhance ang isang aura ng isang tao. Salud sa ating mga ka-barbo diyan, appreciate you guys for stopping by the stream. Pakinggan 'to natin guys.
Rule 1. Build a silent, heavy presence. Create such a calm and commanding presence that people naturally take you seriously. Machiavelli understood that the world judges you by the way you present yourself. If you walk into a room looking nervous, hesitant, insecure, and afraid, people will sense it immediately. Your posture, your eyes, the position of your head, and even the rhythm of your breathing become the first layer of your aura. Think about it. When you walk into an unfamiliar place, what is your body language saying? Are your shoulders hunched? Are your eyes constantly looking at the floor? If so, you may be communicating insecurity without saying a single word. You're essentially telling the world, I'm weak, take control of me. But imagine the opposite. Your shoulders are relaxed and open. Your spine is straight. Your eyes are calm, focused, and steady. Suddenly, people perceive you differently. To understand this, look at one of history's most famous examples. In 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte escaped from exile on the island of Elba and returned to France. When the new French king heard about it, he sent an entire armed force to stop Napoleon. When that massive army finally confronted him, the soldiers had guns, weapons, and overwhelming numbers. Napoleon was alone, no army, no weapons, yet there was no visible fear on his face. He slowly walked toward the soldiers. He opened his coat, stood tall, looked directly into the eyes of the men pointing guns at him, and calmly challenged them to shoot their emperor if they truly wanted to.
Your workout can look different every day. Start with cardio. Jump into a studio class. Cool off in the pool.
His confidence was so powerful that the soldiers lost their courage. They lowered their weapons and eventually rallied around him. Without firing a shot, Napoleon had changed the entire situation through presence and confidence. When you walk into a room, carry yourself as if you belong there. When you sit, sit with confidence. And when you speak, let your voice be calm and deliberate enough that people naturally listen. Remember, confidence does not mean making other people feel small. Confidence means refusing to see yourself as smaller than everyone else. If you're still watching this video and you genuinely want to change your life, hit the like button right now so I know you're on this journey with me.
Make sure
Rule 2.
you guys make sure you press that like button. I appreciate you guys sa mga manonood at manonood pa lang, and make sure you guys subscribe to the page. Rule number 2, and we are right here and learning. It says 7 dark rule to earn respect without saying a word. Matindi to guys. Salot sa ating mga kabrobro dyan. Pakinggan natin to.
Walk like a predator. Your walk is your first warning. Machiavelli understood that people are often influenced by what they see before they are influenced by what they hear. Your walk reflects your mental state. What does the walk of an insecure person look like? Small, rushed steps. Eyes constantly moving around, hands buried in pockets, fast, nervous breathing. That kind of movement communicates insecurity and fear. Now look at someone with a powerful presence. They don't walk too fast. They don't walk too slowly. They move with measured purpose. Every step has direction and weight. Let's understand this through one of history's most fascinating stories. One of history's greatest strategists, Julius Caesar, was once captured by pirates in the Mediterranean. The pirates demanded 20 gold coins for his release. Instead of being afraid, Caesar laughed. He looked directly into the eyes of their leader and essentially told him, "You have no idea who you captured." Then he told them to demand 50 gold coins instead. During his captivity, Caesar never behaved like a helpless prisoner.
They only asked for 20, but it's like, you don't know who you capture, bro. He demanded for a 50 gold coin. Hey, you better know your worth. Salute sa ating mga kabro-bro dyan. Hey, some of us just really worth more than 20 gold coin, baby.
He walked around the pirates' camp as though he owned the place. When he wanted to sleep, he ordered the pirates to be quiet. He even joked that once he was free, he would return and have them crucified. The pirates thought he was joking, but Caesar wasn't. After his ransom was paid and he was released, Caesar immediately assembled a fleet, attacked the pirates, captured them, and had them executed exactly as he had promised. Caesar never carried himself like a frightened prisoner. That is why even his captivity looked like a kingdom. When you walk down the street or through your office, pay attention to your movement. Let your feet land firmly. Keep your head straight. Keep your eyes focused ahead. Don't constantly look away from people approaching you. When you can maintain eye contact and continue walking without nervousness, your body communicates confidence. Your walk tells the world, "I'm not here to waste time." Rule 3, control your tongue, the silent poison. The third rule is simple. Control what you
your
say.
tongue.
Don't reveal everything about yourself.
Yun. But in this day and age, mga kabro-bro, it's not a lot. Hindi maraming mga tao ngayon that they can be able to control ang kanilang mga dila. Those tongues. I mean, I said it because marami po silang mga nasasabi diyan. But, hey, ganun pa man, the temple is always within. And if you imagine the things that you want, it will 100% collapse into existence. Ano sa ating mga kabro dyan?
Silence can be one of your greatest strengths. Machiavelli repeatedly emphasized the value of restraint and strategic communication. Speaking less can signal intelligence. Speaking too much can expose your weaknesses. What do most people do today? Put 4 people in a room and someone starts talking about themselves. I did this. I have this much money. This is what I'm planning. This is what I'm going to do.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games.
Think about it. When you open the entire book of your life in front of someone, how much mystery is left, how much curiosity, how much respect. You become an open book, and people can read everything about you without earning the right to know it. When you speak less, people are forced to think about you.
You know, happy Sunday pala sa ating mga kabarbo diyan. Hope everybody is doing well. Aside from sa mga nangyayari sa buong mundo guys, talaga namang nakikita naman natin na mga panahon na to na talagang if you do not dwell upon your temple within, you'll see it. It will definitely collapse in the front of you.
You become harder to predict, and the human mind is naturally drawn toward mystery. Look at Queen Elizabeth I. When she came to the English throne in the 16th century, enemies surrounded her. Her advisors wanted her to marry a powerful king to strengthen the kingdom. Everyone wanted to know her plans. Who would she marry? What would she do next? What decision was she going to make? But Elizabeth adopted a powerful strategy. She often remained silent or gave carefully worded answers that revealed very little. She could keep major decisions private for months. As a result, the rulers of Spain, France, and Rome were constantly trying to figure out what her next move would be. Her silence became part of her power. Speak less, and the words you do speak become more valuable. When other people are talking, listen, pay attention, observe. Sometimes the person saying the least is learning the most. So make this your rule from today. Talk less, work more. Let your results make the noise. Rule 4. Set unbreakable boundaries, the iron wall. The fourth
You know, set unbreakable boundary. The iron wall is now, especially with the access of social media, that everyone are pretty much like an open door. That there is no more privacy. Everything now is an open door. Lahat makakapasok pa, including mga daga, guys. Salute sa ating mga kabrabo dyan,
rule is to establish strict rules for your life. You cannot spend your entire life trying to make everyone happy. Machiavelli understood that a ruler who tries to please everyone eventually becomes weak. If you have no boundaries, if anyone can insult you, if anyone can use you, disrespect you, and walk away while you simply smile and accept it, then people will eventually stop respecting you. You become nothing more than a stepping stone people use to move forward. A person with a powerful presence does not constantly compromise their self-respect. Their boundaries are like an iron wall. If someone crosses that wall, there are consequences. Consider the ancient Roman general Coriolanus. He was known for living according to his own principles. When Roman politicians told him that he needed to humble himself and beg for votes from the public, he refused. He would not trade his principles for political approval. Even though political enemies eventually forced him out of Rome, his reputation and determination were so intimidating that his enemies still respected his strength. Later, when Rome faced serious danger, the same people who had opposed him were forced to seek his help. When you create rules for your own life, you communicate something powerful. I will not tolerate disrespect. I will not waste my time on people who constantly drain me. I will not betray my values just to be accepted. And when you consistently live by those rules, people learn that crossing your boundaries comes with consequences. They will think twice before disrespecting you. Rule 5. Create an air of mystery. Never reveal your next move too early. One of the
You know, never jinx it, guys. Never until it materialize. Salute sa ating mga bro dyan. Pero marami nga tayong nakikita guys dito, especially now with the power of a camera and social media that before their plan materializes, sinasabi na nila, so never jinx it guys.
The most powerful strategic principles associated with Machiavelli is the idea that your opponents should never completely know what you are thinking. A sword hidden inside its sheath can be more intimidating than one constantly being waved around. Think about a magician. If a magician revealed every trick before the show began, would you still want to watch? Of course not. The mystery is what makes the performance interesting. The same principle can apply to your behavior. If you constantly tell your friends, relatives, and co-workers everything you're planning, I'm starting a new business tomorrow. I'm buying this next month. I'm going to do this. Then you may be giving people unnecessary access to your plans. People can interfere, they can discourage you, they can drain your mental energy. Look at one of the most fascinating examples from World War II. The Allies created a deception operation known as Operation Mincemeat to mislead Hitler and Nazi Germany. They used a dead body dressed as a British officer and planted fake secret documents on it. The documents suggested that the Allies were preparing to attack Greece.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's invincible Wi-Fi that stays on when the
German
That's
intelligence discovered the
misleading.
documents, and Hitler believed the deception. German forces were moved toward Greece, but the real Allied invasion happened in Sicily. Hitler had been completely misled. The Allies' secrecy and deception helped change the direction of the war. Now, apply the lesson to your own life. If you want to accomplish something significant, work quietly. Let your effort remain invisible. When your success finally appears, let the results speak for you. People shouldn't always know
Alright.
exactly where you're going. Rule 6. Turn your appearance into a weapon. First impressions matter.
Yun guys is part of number 6. Turn your appearance into a weapon. Napakatindi yun guys Napakatindi nun guys. Napakatindi nun guys. Napakatindi nun. Turn your appearance into a weapon. We understand the game. That's why we always look fresh. We look fly. Happy Sunday to everybody. You know what I mean? The more you feel good, the more you attract more good things in life. Salamat sa mga mag-i-stop by dyan. Yun nga pagkakasabi guys Turn your appearance into a weapon. Aba, teka. Is that the first time na napakinig nyo yan, guys?
Machiavelli understood that people cannot immediately see your intelligence, your character, or your thoughts, but they can see your appearance. You might be incredibly intelligent, but if your clothes are dirty, your hair is messy, and you look careless, people may judge you before they ever hear you speak. Looking good does not mean wearing expensive designer clothes. It means being clean, well-groomed, properly fitted, and appropriately dressed for the situation. When you look in the mirror and feel confident about how you present yourself, your own mind responds. Your confidence increases. Consider Napoleon Bonaparte. When Napoleon entered the battlefield, he didn't simply blend in with ordinary soldiers. He was known for his distinctive uniform, famous hat, and polished appearance. His soldiers could identify him from a distance. That image strengthened their morale. Your appearance is the first shield of your aura. It communicates that you respect yourself, and when you demonstrate self-respect, people are more likely to respect you. So whenever you leave your home, make an effort to look prepared, clean, and confident. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another powerful, life-changing video.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys press that like button. I appreciate you guys so much sa mga nag-stop by sa stream natin na yan. Yan naman po ang isang video, The Machiavelli. Pero sabi nga niya na hihintayin natin sa huli at doon sa huli talaga yung real message about this video. Kung talagang salute sa ating mga kabro. Pakinggan po natin to.
Rule 7. Change your mental state. Never become a slave inside your own mind. One of the deepest principles here is that people often become what they repeatedly believe about themselves.
Never become a slave of your own mind. Pero talagang meron tayo dito guys na nakikita sa social media na hindi natin alam dahil ang may ibang taong aura, yung talagang kanilang dating na na-over siya. Nakita natin based of our a personal experience or observation here in social media that talagang noong naka-encounter sila ng mga taong, the aura is on that level, talagang, nag-iba. Hindi natin alam kung bakit naging negative yung, interaction nila doon sa mga higher vibrational being.
Selves. If you constantly see yourself as weak, unlucky, helpless, or inferior, you can pretend to be confident all you want, but eventually your real mindset will show. Aura isn't about putting on an external performance. Your aura is the reflection of what is happening inside your mind. Think about the conversations you have with yourself every day. I can't do this. That person is so far ahead of me. What will people think about me? Those thoughts can slowly destroy your inner strength. Now look at the mindset of one of history's greatest conquerors, Alexander the Great. When Alexander marched toward the massive Persian army with a much smaller force, his soldiers were terrified by the overwhelming numbers. Alexander looked at his frightened soldiers and reminded them that leadership could determine the strength of an army. His mindset gave his soldiers confidence far beyond their numbers.
What's inspiring you lately? Your interview.
Alexander eventually conquered an enormous portion of the known world. When you stop trying so hard to impress other people, when you stop obsessing over what everyone else thinks, when your attention becomes focused on your goals, your discipline, and your own strength, something changes inside you. You develop an energy that becomes extremely difficult to stop. Remember, you are an entire kingdom within yourself. Bonus rule: never try to impress anyone. The ultimate power. Now it's time for the master secret I promised you at the beginning. You can learn all 7 rules. You can build confidence. You can improve your appearance. You can create boundaries. You can become more mysterious. But if you miss this final principle, your entire aura can collapse. So what is the master secret? Stop trying to impress people. Never make your entire life about getting someone else's approval. Machiavelli's strategic thinking suggests that the person who desperately seeks approval gives away psychological power. When you laugh unnecessarily just to make someone like you, when you constantly agree with everything they say, when you say things you don't actually believe just to keep someone happy, they may eventually sense that you need their approval. And once someone realizes you need their validation, your position becomes weaker. Real power isn't about constantly impressing people. It's about being comfortable enough with yourself that you don't need to. Imagine someone standing in front of you bragging about their achievements. Instead of competing with them, you remain calm. You simply look at them, smile slightly, and stay composed. Now they start wondering, why isn't this person impressed? What does this person know? Why aren't they trying to win my approval? That is the power of emotional independence. When you stop chasing people, when you stop begging for attention, when you become comfortable in your own world, people begin to notice you differently. Make yourself valuable. When you stop trying to impress everyone, you stop giving everyone control over your confidence. Final message. Friends, today you learned the 7 dark rules associated with Niccolo Machiavelli and the bonus secret that can help you stand out from the crowd. But remember, watching a video isn't enough. Knowledge is useless until you apply it. Starting today, change the way you walk. Make silence your shield. Set firm boundaries. Take control of your mindset. Improve the way you present yourself. And stop living for other people's approval. Now tell me in the comments, which one of these 7 rules are you going to apply to your life starting today? If this video gave you even a little
Says, make sure you guys apply all 7 today. Change your thoughts, change your appearance, be good to yourself and to everyone around you. The aura always speaks itself the moment you walk into the room. Salute sa ating mga kabrobro dyan. Yan na po ang aking time for the day. That's my video of the day. I appreciate you guys so much. Salute sa ating mga kabrobro dyan. Talaga naman itong mga nasa algorithm ko. Kaya appreciate you guys so much. Till next time, ito po si Steven Salapare, aka Boji 2.2. Salamat po sa inyo dyan. Ingat-ingat po kayo. Lagi. Maraming salamat po.